do not own the rights to this music, and it is Callie approved. No dogs were harmed in the making of this video. Hi guys, welcome. Happy Monday. If you can't already tell, we are bringing the heat this week. We are bringing the energy. Callie's excited. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Laura Harris. I am a certified mental wellness coach, even though sometimes I come off a little unhinged. We're all there. I'm just comfortable in my body and I don't take myself that seriously. So today we are doing another product spotlight. I am doing 5 days of product spotlights leading up to our Black Friday specials that are going to start on Wednesday night at midnight. So technically Thanksgiving Day. Yesterday I talked about Happy Juice because I had to start with Happy Juice. And today we're going to talk about protein and omega fatty acids. For those of you who have been following along, I started Happy Juice about 1.5 years ago as kind of like the core of my protocol. And then I layered on these other things. So I just want to share with you all of the other things that are a part of my support team, basically, in my daily regimen, because there's a lot of other really cool things that maybe might pique your interest a little bit more, if you will, than the Happy Juice. And we're going to have all of these sales going on this weekend. So I want you to feel fully empowered and educated if any of these can help you. So I'm going to start with protein. Protein powders are a very interesting category. And if you're like me, you've probably tried 1 million of them over the years. And I'm going to just start off by saying that one of the most important things for your mental and your physical, but your mental health, is to get enough protein every day. Protein is literally the building block, not just of muscles, but it is a precursor to so many other processes that have to happen in your body. And it's really not actually about the protein itself. It's the building blocks of protein that are called amino acids. You guys know I love science. I'm not going to go too deep. However, just know that proteins are made up of these building blocks. And those building blocks are really what the important pieces are in helping mitochondrial health, in recovery, in mental clarity, and all of these cylinders firing, boosting your immune system. So we say protein, and that's like a pretty umbrella term that we use, but really it's the amino acids in there that are so crucial to all of these functions happening in our body. Okay, so that's my spiel on protein just in general. So a few things that make our protein powder a little bit different. This is going to be plant-based. So I personally don't do great with whey or like animal collagen, things like that. So this for me is a way to get some more plants in my body. I also don't do well with legumes, beans, things like that, like as a whole food. I've suffered from IBS in the past, and I can eat those things, but like to eat beans every single day is just not my, it's just not my thing. It's not what makes my body happy. So this is a way for me to get some plant-based proteins and some of those really awesome like bioactive complexes that are in those types of foods in through my protein powder. So our protein powder is going to come from chickpea protein. That's the number one, which actually next to black beans, chickpeas are the number one like biodegradable and bioavailable fiber for our gut microbiome. That's why we chose it for this. Okay. It's super clean, but it also is gut friendly. Because if I'm doing Happy Juice and I'm doing all this healing on my gut, I want all of the other products that I use to be gut friendly and to be gut supportive, including my protein powder. Okay. So chickpea is going to be the main protein in there. There's also a little bit of brown rice protein and pea protein. Just a little bit on the macros, if you're interested, which you probably are if you're even watching this far. So one serving is going to give you 105 calories, 0 grams of sugar. Let's say that again. 0 grams of sugar, 2 grams of fiber, 4 grams of carbs, 17 grams of protein. And it's going to give you 5 milligrams of iron. So chickpeas are really high in iron per gram, per weight. And iron, especially for us women, a lot of us are iron deficient. So that's a really important one too. It's going to give you 5 whole milligrams of iron. And so how I use this protein, honestly, my favorite way to use it is in my coffee in the morning. A couple reasons why you do that. It's going to help and I do still drink coffee. I drink Happy Juice, but I do 1 cup of coffee a day. by putting a little bit of fat and protein in your coffee, it's going to help the caffeine go in your system a little bit easier. It's going to like kind of slow down the metabolization of it. So it's not going to spike your cortisol as high. It helps your body process coffee. And it is great to start your day with protein. It gets you satiated. Again, you're getting those amino acids. Those are the important components. You're getting the amino acids into your body that are going to help all of these other things work to kickstart your day. So what I like to do is I actually will blend this in just a little bit of oat milk, just a little bit, literally like that much. I will froth it in there because you want to froth it in your cold, and then I pour it into my coffee, and it makes a vanilla is my flavor of choice, a vanilla protein latte that has about 2 grams of sugar, and that's just coming from my oat milk. Gets me 17 grams of protein into my body and a couple grams of carbs. So that's how I like to use this. I've also done it in oatmeal. It's great to mix in oatmeal. It'll give it some flavor and again, get that protein into your body. But you can also make, treats and stuff like that, like protein balls. And we have all kinds of recipes in our customer support community. We have tips, hacks, and recipes of how you can use this protein. So my favorite is the vanilla flavor, but I've also got a salted caramel, a chocolate, and then we have a chocolate mint that is our seasonal flavor. So sometimes we do seasonal. We had a pumpkin. I believe that one is out. But the chocolate mint is probably amazing in coffee, or if you're a hot chocolate person or whatever. And I just want to show you, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on this, but with using the chickpeas as well, this is it's a very fine powder. It's a very smooth blend. So, sometimes you get protein and you're like, this is so freaking chunky. Like, how am I even supposed to dissolve this in anything? This blends and dissolves exceptionally well. And again, I've tried a bazillion of them. So because of the type of protein that we use, this is just so easy to mix into stuff, and it's awesome. Okay, so that's it on protein. Let me know if you have any questions on that. Other thing, hold on, I got protein all over me. Hold on a second, let me get it together. Have I mentioned we don't take ourselves too seriously? Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about, omegas. I started taking these about a year ago. Had never taken them my whole life. Never really understood what they were, saw the value in it. But I listened to a podcast by Dr. Andrew Huberman, which tells you how big of a science nerd I am, because he'll do a 2-hour podcast about one hormone, and I'm the person that will listen to it. So he was talking about the benefits of this, not just for reducing inflammation and pain. There's a lot of physical benefits of omegas, but also the fatty acids and how important that is for your cognitive performance and your mental function. And so I started taking these about a year ago. I take mine before bed. And what I noticed within the first couple nights was that when I woke up the next day, I didn't feel like I was 70 years old trying to get out of bed. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say that I popped up and was ready to go. I'm not going to BS you on that. But after a few days, I noticed that I just wasn't as stiff and as sore as I used to be. Every single morning, it would take me a couple hours just to even get to where I felt like a human that could do stuff again. And it was because I was so inflamed. And I was just so achy every single morning. So I take 3 of these every night. The dosage on this, for those of you who are curious, it's going to be 1,500 milligrams. And something I learned from Dr. Huberman as well is when you're looking at omegas, you want to look at the different kinds of omegas that are making up that blend. Okay, so just like we talk about macros with protein and stuff like that, it's kind of like that. You want to look at the breakdown because the different kinds of omegas are doing different things in your body. And there's a good ratio between the different kinds where you basically have a complete omega. So 1,500 milligrams is the total dosage on this one. And it's got EPA, DHA, and then additional omega fatty acids as well. And I don't remember the exact ratio of what they were supposed to be, but I do remember that after I listened to that podcast, I was like, let me do a little check. Let me do a little self audit and see if my ratio in the product I'm taking is what he recommended and said was best for your body. And sure enough, it was. So don't quote me on exactly what that percentage is. You can Google it, but there is a certain balance of EPA to DHA that you want to look for. And this has it. This is optimized. So you can take up to 6 of these a day. I just take 3 at night. But if you're somebody that has a lot of pain, maybe joint pain, inflammation, you get chronic headaches, things like that, you can take up to 6 of these a day to help keep that under wraps. The other thing I will say about ours that makes it unique is that it has a little bit of lavender oil in it. So if you've ever taken omegas or fish oil supplements before, you know that one of the downsides can be that they taste really fishy, that they give you acid reflux and you burp a lot, right? Hello. Been there, done that. That's why I never stuck with these, because I was like, this is disgusting and I don't even know if it's working. But these ones have a little bit of lavender oil in them to finish off. So if you do burp, which honestly doesn't happen often for me, but I guess it just depends on all the other stuff. Probably also because I've healed my gut, don't have acid reflux anymore. But if you do happen to burp, it's gonna taste like lavender. Ta-da! It's gonna taste like lavender. Doesn't taste like fish at all, okay? So these 2 products will be on promotion this weekend. And these are probably things that you're already doing or taking, or maybe you did in the past, but you didn't get the results you want, so you weren't consistent with it. Like these 2, in my opinion, are staples. Like they are staples. I take them every single day. And they're so gut friendly, and they're just helping to accelerate and enhance all of the work that I'm already doing with the Happy Juice and with the weight loss and all of those things. So if you have any questions about these, please post them below or shoot me a DM. And definitely let me know if you want more information. Once we have the promotions out, I would love to help you put something together that meets all of your needs and helps you to achieve your mental and physical health goals. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Science is the new sexy. We'll see you tomorrow.